What's up, Ranger Nation, Toku Nation, and every nation in between? It is me, your boy JB, and I am here today with a review for Power Rangers Dino Fury. This is episode number 17, Things Unspoken, you guys. Now, before we go ahead and just get into this episode review, if you guys are watching this video or any other on the channel and aren't subscribed, subscribe to the channel, turn your post notifications, give me a big, huge thumbs up, and share the video. And with that, Ranger Nation, Toku Nation out of the way, let's discuss Dino Fury, episode 17, Things Unspoken, shall we? So this episode, we are at Buzz Blast and we see Izzy. So Izzy is doing this workout class, right? And we see Jane, she's in her office doing the workouts with right along with Izzy, right? So we see Warden Garcia's there as well as Fern. So after the class is over with and Jane, come busting out of her office on that bouncy ball that she's on, Fern lets Izzy know that she has got accepted to this college. Only thing is, the college that she got accepted to is about 6 hours away and she has to leave pretty soon, right? So, they're like, so I guess Izzy has applied for the same school as well. But at this point, Izzy has not heard back from him. But, they're like, hey, you're going to hear back from him. You'll eventually hear back from him, right? So then we see, so next up we see Warden Garcia, Izzy, and Fern. So they're doing a little bit of a tour of this particular school that Fern is going to be going to, right? So while they're doing the tour of the school, who shows up but Mucus, some henchmen, and a Sporix named Quickspine, right? So Warden Garcia, while he's walking with Izzy and with Fern, he's showing them this key that he has. I forget what the key goes to, but he has this key, right? So when Mucus and the Quickspine and the henchmen showed up, right? Izzy saw them, so Warden Garcia and Fern got away, but Izzy stayed there and she morphed. And before that, they called the Ranger hotline, right? So the others showed up. So when the others showed up, they all morphed and they're battling with the henchmen and with Quickspine, right? So at one point, Mucus, she took off running. So Izzy chasing them behind Mucus, and Mucus was ducking and dodging Izzy. And she called on some henchmen to battle with Izzy. And those henchmen, Izzy took them out with no problem, right? So then Izzy went back over to where Mucus was. And Mucus was like, you know what? On that note, she's she's out of here. So she left, right? So then Izzy heard Fern and her dad screaming, right? And she was like, Fern. So Fern and Warden Garcia were cornered by some henchmen in the woods. So Izzy went and took care of the henchmen. So after that, Fern was like, oh my God, she's like, she's worried about her girlfriend. She's like, I'm just worried about her. I want to know if she's okay. She hasn't texted me. And, she said the reason why she was so upset is because she loves Izzy and she had never told Izzy that before, not knowing that her girlfriend is, in fact, the Green Ranger, and she's telling her that, right? So Izzy couldn't say anything back to Fern at that particular time. So I want to pause here, you guys, and let's move forward. So we are in the command center, and the Rangers are trying to understand what Mucus and Quickspine were up to. And then we see Izzy. Izzy is, in the corner. She's texting Fern, and you can tell that Izzy is down. She, she looks a little bit upset. So everyone asks Izzy, like, what's going on? Is everything okay with you and Fern? So she says, yeah, everything is fine with me and Fern. So she opens up her jacket and takes out the letter from the school. So come to find out, Izzy actually did get accepted to the school. But what Izzy did was Izzy, turned them down. And they were like, why did you turn it down? So she said the reason why she did it because it's 6 hours away and she's a Power Ranger. So she, unfortunately, she has this, and it's kind of reminiscent of MMPR season 1, season 3. It's kind of reminiscent of MMPR because remember not season 1, season 2. Remember season 2 of MMPR, that was when Jason, Zach, and Trini went and did the peace conference, right? They were like, we can't leave because we're Rangers, and that's when Zordon, brought in Rocky, Adam, and Aisha. And you guys, I still haven't forgot about that video that I told you guys I was gonna do where we talked about, Dino Fury, Cosmic Fury, and the 30th anniversary. We will get to it. So yeah, it kind of reminds me of that. Then it also reminds me of when Kimberly left and gave her powers to Catherine, and it also reminds me of Aisha when she left. She stayed in Africa, and Tanya took her place, right? So it kind of reminds me of all of that. Kind of reminds you of that. So we then see Quickspine. So Quickspine is talking to Void Queen and Void King and telling them, why he couldn't get the key. So they were trying to get, like I said, they were trying to get Warden Garcia's key to unlock something. I don't know if they were trying to unlock some sporks or what, but they're trying to unlock something, right? So Void Queen decides to give Quickspine one more chance to make things right this time, right? So then we see Izzy. So Izzy is talking to Fern, and when she's talking to Fern, Warden Garcia comes up, and Warden Garcia is so furious with Izzy because he called the school to figure out why didn't they accept Izzy, only to find out that Izzy had got accepted to the school, but she turned it down. And she was like, she has good reason for it, but she just can't explain it. So Fern was like, well, you're keeping secrets from me, and I can't be with someone who's keeping a secret from me. So Fern ended up leaving, right? So let me pause here and wrap up the episode. All right, you guys. So after Fern left, Quickspine, remember I told you a few minutes ago that Quickspine was given a second chance by Void Queen to go and obtain this key from Warden Garcia. So that is exactly what happened. Quickspine returned to where Warden Garcia returned to the spot where Warden Garcia and Izzy were, right? So Warden Garcia called the Ranger hotline. Actually, what happened earlier in the episode was there was a mime. And, mimes don't talk. Mimes. when Mucus told the mime he was a fake. So the Rangers did show up, and they showed up in their human forms. And Izzy told, Warren Garcia's back was to them, and Izzy kind of, nodded to him. And she said that, she told Warren Garcia that they need to get out of there. So the Rangers did a flash morph linked to Morphing Grid. And they morphed, and they started battling with Quickspine, right? So they're battling with Quickspine, and they eventually did defeat Quickspine. Took him, Quickspine. So Quickspine is really he's pretty fast. So they use a Dino, a key that could emulate like quicksand, so that he would sink to slow him down. So they destroyed him, so they thought, but he grew to skyscraper size, so that the call on the Zords to defeat Quickspine, and that is what they did. They defeated Quickspine with the Zords. So at the end, you guys know when the Sporix is destroyed, they turn back into the little glob of, whatever, right? So Void Queen got the Sporix, and he gave her the key. So Void Queen now has this key that she was wanting. I know I have episode 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So I got five more episodes left of this season. So I'm really curious to see how the rest of this season is going to play out. And I know that we're left on a cliffhanger. So I'm really, really ready for it. And I'm ready to get into Cosmic Fury. And for me, I'm more excited about the 30th anniversary special. That's what I'm more excited about. I don't know about you guys. I know a lot of you guys are excited about Cosmic Fury, but I'm not. I'm excited about this 30th anniversary, right? So we back in the base. So Izzy, she's still, really down on herself about this situation with Fern. So the Rangers tell her, she finds out the last bus that's leaving. So they tell her, go and talk to Fern. And that's exactly what she did. So when she went to talk to Fern, she still couldn't tell Fern anything, but she did tell Fern, I love you too. And Fern was like, I love you too. She's like, the only person I told that was the Green Ranger. So she now knows that Izzy is in fact the Green Ranger, and they're going to be fine. She's like, you can always call the Ranger hotline, and from what I heard, they can teleport to people. So all's well that ends well with Fern and Izzy. And that's the end of the review, you guys. That's the end of the episode. Let me know what you guys ultimately thought about episode number 17. In the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications. You guys share the video, and until the next time, stay safe out there, take care of yourselves, wash your hands, socially distance, be blessed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.